Hey everybody, it's Jenna Allen and welcome back to my channel, Mental Health Today. I know it's been a while since you guys have seen me, or it's been a while since I posted on my channel. But I also wanted to announce that I will be turning my channel into a dating coaching channel, as I want to get into dating coaching and life coaching. So today we are going to talk about why nice guys finish last. So I have been practicing the dating coaching for probably, I would say, 6 months now, and I have gained so much education, so much. I've just learned a lot, and I want to share with you guys something that it's been a big topic of mine lately. It's been a conversation I've had with other people. It is a very, very big topic, because I think as a woman, this is something that we need to be aware of. And as a guy, I'm not a guy, but I'm just saying, this video is going to also help guys as well. So what I do with the dating coaching is I coach men and women, not just women. And so we're gonna cover one of the common problems in dating today. And it's nice guys finish last. And I'm gonna explain what I mean by nice guys finish last. Because it is very true. As a woman who hasn't had the greatest experience, but I have also had some good experience, and I've learned a lot myself with dating. So we're gonna jump right into it, and I'm gonna explain to you what I mean by nice guys finish last. Okay, so as a woman, and it's not just a woman thing, men do it too, but when you're dating, or you're dating and you're in a relationship and you've been hurt a lot, right? It creates a negative assumption in your brain of every person. And it goes for guys. Guys do it too, right? It's not just girls. So when we go through repetitive relationships that are not healthy, it causes trust issues. And it creates a perspective in our brain thinking that all people are this way, right? How, in coaching and dating, they talk a lot about women seeing red flags, women having high standards, but they don't really talk about, at least from what I've seen, they don't really. I find that they don't always talk about men either, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I want to coach men too, because this isn't all about women and it's not all about men. And when I say nice guys finish last, I mean that when you are a girl and you have, because we're women, we're naturally nurturing. We naturally want to take care of people. We're naturally just givers, right? Whereas men, they're a lot more independent. They want to provide for their woman. They want to be financially independent, and they're fixers, right? So they're a little bit, their love languages sometimes are a little bit different than ours, right? But the thing is, when you are in that perspective of, oh, no guy's ever gonna love me, or all guys are the same, or how people say once a cheater, always a cheater, people never change, blah, blah, blah. Well, that is a very, very negative way of looking at dating. And I know it's easier said than done when you have been repetitively hurt. But as a woman, we also need to do better, and we need to give. Yes, we need to respect ourselves. Yes, we need to love ourselves 100%. And yes, we do need to watch out for the red flags, but men also need to watch out for the red flags too. But being that said, we need to give people a chance. And when there are good guys out there, and they're hard to find, but they are out there. And when you're in this constant mindset of constantly thinking that all guys are the same, you're limiting yourself from finding a good guy, and it ruins it for the nice guys, which is why we say nice guys finish last, because they do. And same with girls too. Sometimes girls, like nice girls, finish last too, because we're constantly in this mindset of, okay, you know what, if he's not perfect or if she's not perfect, I'm not gonna, we have our guard up way too much. And although it's important to have boundaries, it's important to have standards, and yeah, it's important to know what you want, but you also got to remember, which I've talked about in my previous videos, how to have realistic expectations. That also goes hand in hand, right? Like you can't expect someone to be perfect. You can't expect dating is nothing like the movies. And it's hard because as a woman, and this is very, very true, but when girls are little, we were taught that when a boy bugs us or bullies us, it means he likes us, which is why we were trained to date assholes, right? Just how men were trained to bottle their feelings up and not show their feelings because it means they're weak, even though that's not true, right? So as a society and as women and men, we need to do better, and we need to be more accountable for what we're offering the relationship and what we're putting into the relationship, right? So I am trying to, in my coaching, I teach women and men how to, have healthy boundaries, have healthy standards, but also let their guard down a little bit, right? And like I said, this isn't based on all women, and this isn't based on all men. All I'm saying is the reason why nice guys finish last is because us women are very, very, very high maintenance, and we're not all of us, right? But a lot of us are so fixated on the red flags and the negatives and okay, he's got to do this and he's got to do that. Well, what do you offer the relationship to, right? I'm not saying you have to stop, loving yourself, or you have to settle for less. No, and that's not what I teach. I will never ever encourage women to settle for less or men to settle for less. But we need to take a step back and look at the bigger picture and realize, okay, is this something that I can handle? And this is the thing too, is if you don't feel like you can handle someone that has flaws, then maybe you shouldn't be in a relationship, right? Because we all have flaws. None of us are perfect. You're never, ever, ever going to find Mr. Right, because there's no such thing as Mr. Right. There's no such thing as Mrs. Right. There's no such thing as Mr. Perfect. There's no such thing as, someone that will check off all your boxes. For me, the most important thing into a relationship is patience, communication, loyalty, and just being there for each other and putting the effort in, right? That's pretty much it to a basic healthy relationship, right? And we all are flawed. No one's perfect, right? But we need to do better as a society, as women, as men. Men need to let their guard down a tiny little bit more, and they need to give good women chances, and women need to do the same to men. This isn't one-sided. We all equally need to give relationships more of a chance and be more patient, but also like example, like there's a difference when let's just say you're dating, you're seeing someone, right? And you have a little bit of an issue, okay? If the guy isn't putting much effort in, okay, this is a perfect example. If the guy isn't putting much effort in, and you've communicated that you want more effort, and he doesn't reciprocate that, don't react right away. Give it time. But if he doesn't, like if you're the girl and you're putting in all the effort and you're putting more effort than he is, and you've communicated that it's a problem and he respects it, great. But if he doesn't and he continues to pull away, then I would, in my personal opinion, I would walk away from that. Only because I wouldn't want to be with somebody that is putting in less effort than me. I'm a pretty patient person, but it has to go both ways, right? And so yes, people get busy and stuff, but don't react. Don't be like, oh my gosh, when it comes to communication and you're have an issue with somebody that you're dating, don't freak out. Just be like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is kind of what I would appreciate more from you. And it depends on what it is, right? And if they respect it, great. If not, then you know, maybe it's time for you to try and take a step back, right? And if you take a step back and it doesn't do anything, and this goes for guys too, right? Like you both have to equally be putting in the effort, right? And so, yeah, like it's a lot of women get, and I used to do this too, but a lot of women they react so quickly instead of processing it and thinking about a healthier way to communicate, because men don't like being nagged. Men don't like being yelled at, and I hate being yelled at too. So like it's learning how to communicate better while you're respecting yourself, and it's all a balance, right? So that's pretty much all I have for you today. But I'm gonna start bringing these back every week. And yeah, I'll be talking about dating. I'll do a video on why he pulls away, how to keep him interested, all that stuff. And same with a girl as well. So I'm gonna do videos on girls as well to kind of like help the men out as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time on Mental Health Today. Bye.